My husband called for a family meeting, and that was when he dropped the bombshell. He announced that he was going to marry Ngozi, the same girl I had picked from the river years ago and raised as my own child. The moment he said it, I noticed the bright, triumphant smile on Ngozi's face. She wasn't shocked. She was happy, as though this had been her plan all along. My other two children couldn't hold back their tears. They quietly left the meeting to a corner of the compound to cry, mourning the father they once loved and respected. "Ngozi, are you truly willing to marry your own father?" I asked, my voice trembling. She smirked. "Well, for your notice, we are already married in our hearts. We're in love. If you can't handle it, then get lost." Her words cut me like a knife. "Ngozi, you cannot do this to me," I cried, my chest heaving. "I brought you into this house. I raised you as my daughter. You can't cause me this much pain." "All that you were saying is your business," she replied coldly. Then, turning to my children, she added, "Since you left my presence earlier, all of you will not eat for the next 3 days in this house." I gasped, horrified. The audacity! A 16-year-old child commanding me and my children in my own home. I tried to speak, but my husband silenced me immediately. "Do as she has said. You and your children must not go near the pot," he warned firmly. I couldn't even cry. I just sat there, numb. What baffled me most was how a girl I once carried in my arms, a girl who once called me mother, could grow into such a heartless tormentor. The next day, I was in my husband's room, dressing the bed, when Ngozi suddenly walked in on me. "What are you doing?" she asked sharply. "What do you mean?" "Ngozi, please, just go to your room," I replied, trying to avoid her trouble. "Ah, what a good wife," she said mockingly. "But don't worry, I don't want to stress you. Don't bother dressing this bed anymore, because you won't be sleeping here with your husband. From now on, I'll be the one sharing this room with him." Her words landed like a dagger to my heart. I froze, staring at her in disbelief. She had done so many horrible things, but this, sharing my husband, was something I could not bear. My hands itched to strangle her, but just as I turned toward her, my husband appeared at the door. "You heard her," he said firmly. "You need to leave the room right now." I stood there, stunned. When I hesitated, his voice thundered. I said, "Excuse us now." Shattered and humiliated, I walked out slowly, my eyes filled with tears. The following morning, something unusual woke me up. Our cat was scratching and meowing at me relentlessly, refusing to stop even when I pushed it away. I sat up fully, confused, and that was when I noticed the cat running toward the room where Ngozi and my husband were sleeping. This was the same cat that never dared to cross Ngozi's path, the same one that always hissed and hid whenever Ngozi was around. For it to boldly walk into the very room where she lay, I knew something was terribly wrong. He tiptoed toward the master bedroom. The door was slightly open, and I heard voices inside. I leaned closer, my heart pounding, and overheard Ngozi's chilling words, "Tomorrow, I want us to go back to the river where your wife picked me from." "You must not tell anyone," she warned him. At that moment, I knew the nightmare was only beginning. 100 Reactions to Unlock Episode 5